recording a video.
Are we recording right now? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you could just cut this later. Military still, right?
Yeah, there's still military questions. Oh my god. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about the fun stuff, the free time. What do we do with our free time? What do we like, where do we go? Because I get a lot of questions asking if they follow me on Instagram, like, how do you have so much time to travel and go to all these places and do all this stuff? And I
because we want to get out of here.
It's because we gotta go. But I would honestly say it's all about planning your breaks out super far in advance, because
and budgeting your money.
Okay, about the budget, we'll do a completely different budgeting video, because that will help
you with
that will help a lot, because you know, if you get here and just blow all of your paychecks, then why are you here? You know, why aren't you saving up money? Why aren't you trying to get that bread? But back to the whole traveling thing. So I would say that you can travel during Thanksgiving, Christmas, free weekends if you send up, what's it called? E-triple-S. And then you also have...
Don't worry about that.
And then you also have summer. So I say that the way that I am able to travel a lot is I send my paperwork in super far ahead of time. So if you're going out of the country, you have to fill out a CONUS, which I don't even know if that stands for.
Continental United States, which includes Alaska and Hawaii, Puerto Rico, any of the U.S. territories and all the states.
Is that what, like, that?
That's CONUS.
That's CONUS.
Alaska and Hawaii are
And then
CONUS.
if you're going, like, let's say you want to go to South America, you have to pretty much fill out like paperwork, a lot of paperwork, and it takes a long time, but it's worth it, because if you get kidnapped, that's just not a good thing, and you need to fill it out. So don't not fill it out. So yeah, as I say, I'd say just plan ahead and budget correctly, and you'll be able to have a great cadet experience of traveling with all of your friends. Yeah, because you travel a lot.
I do travel a lot.
He travels a lot. Over Christmas break, I think I went to like 6 different countries. Like, just plan it and fill out your paperwork. There's usually like due dates of when it, like, you can't miss them, or else you're not going. Or I guess you could just go over the fence, but then if you get caught, you get kicked out. So that's not worth it. As much as it's fun it is, you know, go to Mexico, it's not worth, you know, not being a cadet when you come back.
Should we give an example?
An example of what?
So say you want to go to Cabo for spring break.
Oh yeah.
You can't just buy your plane tickets, get your hotel reservations, your all-inclusive, whatever, and you just go there at the end of March. There's a lot more behind the scenes that you have to do in order to get that approval to go to Mexico. So, for example, you need to fill out like where you're going, who you're going with. You need to give the embassy or the consulate of Mexico or of the United States, like, you need to inform them that you will be traveling within Mexico.
Say, hey, I'm going to Mexico.
There's a lot of formality.
Because you're in the Air Force. I mean, it makes sense. Like, we're their property.
We're worth a lot of money.
They don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose us in Mexico. You don't want to be in a Mexican prison, because then you don't want to be in a Mexican prison. So that's pretty much just the whole traveling thing.
But also a lot of cadets travel. So like, once you're here, just ask questions, because I mean,
they'll help you. Like, most people above you have filled out the paperwork before. I know I felt super bad asking, like, bugging people, like, how do I fill out this form? What do I do with this form? But just, everyone's done it, so they'll be able to help you. Oh, we're going with weekend travel. So, like, the whole free weekend versus non-free weekend. What do they even call them now?
Training.
Silver weekends and blue weekends.
No, that's all.
Yeah, there's some weekends where you're not allowed to leave.
Football games.
You have to stay here.
Everybody has to go to the football game.
Yeah.
But they're really fun, because you'll have like tailgates beforehand, and you'll have food, and you'll hang out with all your squaddies, so it's pretty great.
I've only been to one football game, but it was fun. That's just because I'm in season during football, so. But, you know,
she's cooler than us.
I'm just so much cooler than just everyone.
What's the Tizo gap?
Wide in the gap.
There is no Tizo gap. We're all sitting in a room together. All right, and then someone else asked, are you allowed, like, how does it work if you want to go? I feel like they're asking kind of like going outside of state lines, or like
just the E-triple-S.
The E-triple-S is pretty
just
much
paperwork.
Yeah.
So if you go farther than
communicate.
150 miles.
Is that what it is? 150? Yeah, if it's a free weekend and you want to go home or something, you just have to send up an E-triple-S and get that approved. It just goes up your chain of command. So once again, just fill it out early. If you do everything early, then you won't have to worry about it, and you'll be able to go home or enjoy wherever you want to go.
And there's also a good chance of like once in a lifetime thing. So say college graduations are going on right now, weddings. You know, a few of my friends, they're back home at their college, their siblings' college graduation, and there's no retribution for traveling for that.
Yeah, so you can still have fun here if you prepare.
Yeah, Denver's really close by.
Or Denver.
So you can hit
Cadets
that up.
really love Denver.
And everyone's gonna get a sponsor family when you get here.
Oh, yeah.
Which a sponsor family is just a family that lives in the local area who they want to adopt a cadet. So they'll basically be your home away from home. They'll pick you up on the weekends. They'll buy food,
My
make you
sponsor
dinner,
family's really great.
help you with homework, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It'll just be community members who just want to open their homes to Cadet and help if you have any like feelings of homesickness. They'll really be like your home away from home. Yeah.
We're really trying to get through these questions right now. We really are. All right. So next question is about the nomination process, how that works, who you can be nominated by. So hand it off to our spokesperson, Derek.
So you have to have a congressional nomination, which can either be from a House of Representatives member or a Senate member for your state and your region, or you can be nominated by the Vice President or the President. So if you have a family member who's been in the military for longer than 10 years, you can qualify for the presidential nomination. I don't exactly remember what the vice presidential nomination is, but you can Google it. And then the congressional nominations, you look up who your local representative is, the congressman or the senator. On their website, they should have information about how to apply to a service academy. They'll have some kind of like form you can fill out.
Oh, yeah.
You can. They'll have like a form you can fill out. You have to go to an interview, and they'll ask you a bunch of questions and like ask you why you want to go to the academy and stuff like that. And then if they like you, then they'll give you their nomination. And then once you have a nomination and you're good, then it's up to the academy to accept you. But also while you're at the prep school, you have to reapply through your congressman. So that's one reason why people don't get accepted, because they don't realize that you still need to reapply. So if you go to any of the prep schools, if it's like Northwestern Prep or another smaller prep school that's not the Air Force Academy prep school, you still need to reapply for your congressional nominations, because you'll get your nomination to go to the prep school, but you have to reapply while you're there. It doesn't every year you have to keep applying. It doesn't like roll over like, oh, I got it last year, I'm good. You have to do it every year.
Also, all this information is on the Academy admissions page, so they like talk through it, but that's also the live person telling you what's going on. So now we're gonna be shifting over to some basic like questions. So I feel like I'm not gonna go through all these really specifically, but most of the time people are just asking like how difficult basic training is and the best way to prepare for it. And if you want a super long sit down video of what like your first day of basic is gonna be like, I'll link that video down below. But you guys can go watch that one. But I would say that, I don't know, like it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be hard. I mean, you'll get through it though. It's only what, 6 weeks of your life?
Just remember, 1,000 people do it every year.
Yeah.
1,000 people get through it every year for the past 61 years that the Academy's been around. 61, I think.
So I would definitely just say like it's more about, you don't even have to be the most physically fit person. It's more of making sure that you don't let them get to you mentally, because as soon as you crack mentally, then it doesn't matter if you're physically fit, you're not going to be able to do anything. So I would definitely just say it's like a test to see how well you work with other people to get a goal done, and that goal is completing basic together with however many people are in your nice little flight. So anyone else have any tips that help?
Make sure that like all your friends and family send you letters, because that'll be so
Great for
encouraging
morale.
during
Yeah.
BCT.
Yeah.
And then make sure that they address it correctly. They can't address you as cadet so-and-so.
You're not a cadet
basic
yet.
cadet.
You're
okay?
not a cadet yet. They'll make sure you know that. So
And make sure it's like white paper. It can't have any pictures.
no colorful stuff. Just make your life easier and just make everything plain. And if you plan on writing letters back during basic, pre-write the addresses. How do you say that? Address. Pre-write the address on the like cards before you come here, so that you don't have to sit there and like waste your precious time like writing out everything and trying to remember people's. Like just have them ready to go. Just write home to your parents, your friends, the basic boyfriend or girlfriend, and then you'll be set. So that's that question.